Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So today's story I decided to go with is this one. Michelle Obama brought Harry and Meghan together, but wasn't allowed at the wedding. The former First Lady is believed to have been instrumental in bringing the couple together, but it was decided that it wasn't appropriate for her to be at the wedding. Michelle Obama helped bring Prince Harry and fiancée Meghan together, and the couple were left devastated that she wasn't allowed to come to the wedding. The former First Lady secretly played a key role in the royal romance. The Mail on Sunday has reported. This is on August 13th, 2023. So Harry, 33, and Barack Obama have been firm friends since they first met in 2015 when the former president was still in office. In particular, they bonded over their involvement with the Invictus Games and were pictured together laughing in Toronto last year. But now it's claimed the connection goes deeper. A source told Mail on Sunday, quote, Michelle had a hand in introducing Harry to Meghan. In his mind, there wouldn't be a wedding without her, and that is the reason, and that is reason enough to invite them. He was not happy such a legitimate reason was ignored. It is widely known that the couple had wanted to invite the Obamas, but that it would have caused a huge diplomatic headache for the government. Harry and Meghan are known to dislike President Donald Trump, who was the U.S. Commander in Chief when they wed, and to snub him while inviting his rival could have sparked an uproar. It appears that the royal couple have had to accept defeat. Neither the Obamas or President Trump or Prime Minister Theresa May attended the glittering event. The official reasoning was that it was not necessary to invite political leaders because Harry, unlike his brother William, is not likely to become king. A Kensington Palace spokesman said at the time, quote, it has been decided that an official list of political leaders, both UK and international, is not required for Prince Harry and Ms. Markle's wedding. Her Majesty's government has consulted on this decision, which was taken by the royal household. All right, so apparently Big Mike got them together, which is not really surprising because we all know how close Harry and the Obamas are. And that picture I showed with him and how Harry was just fawning and like acting all romantic with Biden's wife there. So yeah, not a surprise. And you know what? It reminded me that the first thing Meghan did, or one of the first things after she became a duchess, was to rush and meet secretly Michelle Obama. This came out had a secret meeting. This came out in December 2018, right after she became a duchess. Um, Michelle Obama was there doing a book tour or something, and Meghan secretly went up to meet her, and they wouldn't pose for pictures together though. So it was widely reported there are no pictures because Michelle Obama didn't want any pictures taken with Meghan. And then later on, remember Meghan did that interviews, and she allegedly interviewed Michelle Obama over chicken tacos. That turned out to be a lie. It was over email. And then there was, so the idea of them being brought together, and the whole idea of Meghan being a honeypot spy of some sort, it reminded me of a story that came out back then on social media. A young black woman, a very attractive young woman, said that before Harry met and married Meghan, she was interviewed for the role to marry Prince Harry. So uh, it was just a story that was out there, but I can't remember her name. If anybody remembers or a link to it, I tried to search and find it. I couldn't find it. I mean, I don't think she was in the news. It was just social media. But it was a prominent story. She was very, adamant about it. She's like, no, they interviewed me. They asked me if I wanted to do it. I turned it down because they wanted Harry to marry a black woman or, a biracial woman and shit. They ended up. So I thought, and right after Harry and Meghan met, they started flinging the race card everywhere. And of course, BLM and that whole globalist agenda for the New World Order, with the race rioting and stuff. It all kind of makes sense. Like I could see this being the case that Michelle Obama and Barack Obama did bring them together to help bring in, because it's right after Harry and Meghan started dating, and the wedding was all the racism. Everyone's a racist. You're a racist, you know. So it does sound like, and of course Harry is deeply involved as the royal grift. Did excellent video with the censorship complex there entwined with the government, and of course Barack Obama, who is, many people believe, really running the government behind Biden. So, yeah. I mean, it's all coming together. It's all kind of making sense here. I mean, why would Prince Harry hate Trump so much? He's not even American, you know. What does he care? And the fact that, and of course, that the hatred they have. I mean, of course, there is, the Obamas want to destroy America, and Trump wants to build it up. So, of course, Harry and Meghan are all about destroying and making everybody a global citizen, one world government with their daddy, King Charles. So, anyways, let's take a look at this though. Big Mike. Did Big Mike arrange Harry and Meghan? And if so, why? Let's find out. All right, so I'm going to be using the beautiful Goddess Tarot today. I haven't used this one in a while. And I've already shuffled the cards. So let's put the deck and let's see if we can decipher here what comes out. Did Big Mike influence Harry and Meghan getting together? It would make sense. Everything the Obamas do is a disaster, so not necessarily so. It's evil. And of course, Clinton visiting Meghan after Archie was allegedly born. I mean, it's all over this. Their footprints are all over this. Their fingerprints, their hoof prints. So, anyways, did Michelle Obama have what was her influence in them coming together? Let's see what I get here. See what the cards show. It's a general situation. Oh, Queen of Wands reversed. Queen of Wands. That would be Meghan being destructive in the media. They wanted someone who could be very controlling and destructive in the media for sure. Yeah. Oh, MK Ultra. Oh, yeah. Michelle Obama's like, here, we've got this destructive woman who's obsessed with PR and being in the media as a total media hoe. We're gonna get her together with Harry, the fire sign woman here, the Leo. Can't get enough attention and obsesses over the media and social media, and get together with Harry and know how to control Harry and make him crazier and under her diabolical control here of Megan. So they wanted someone that could control Harry, someone that also evil like Harry. I mean, Harry's evil too. They're both evil. So completely controlled though. Definite honeypot vibes here. They wanted somebody black, of course. You had dark woman here, and it was the whole race agenda. Like I said, I wish I could find that woman that came out and said that she was interviewed first to marry Harry. So there seemed to have been a secret interview process going on, probably at Soho House. The bottom of it all, King of Cups reversed. Yeah. They want to get rid of William. They don't want him to be king. They're like, you know what? We want to get our honeypot and Harry in there. So it's to be destructive to King Charles and Prince William, future king, both water signs, being destructive as possible and trying to get their person in. Because that's the ideal for Obama, right? Obama isn't satisfied with destroying America. He wants to destroy the whole Western world, right? Particularly the UK and the monarchy, which is for them a symbol of whiteness that they want to eradicate, right? So yeah. They brought Megan in. She's controlled. She's crazy too. It's the basis of it all. Nine of Cups reversed. Yes, upsetting, taking away the happiness there. Of course, you got the rainbow there, bringing in secretively. I take that as secretive. So they're elevating this woman of Megan, who just likes to party and drink and have fun and do drugs and whatnot, and getting her in there to be destructive with Harry and to be upsetting everyone and causing upset, bring depression to the country, destruction, depression, upsetting, emotional, getting people emotionally riled up. So why did they choose Megan? Why did they choose her? Ooh, death card, transformation. Yeah, they knew that Megan was a Terminator, that she was the one, that she was well trained, and they felt that she was the one to help destroy or transform the Western world under tyranny. So, yeah, yeah. Megan, they had high hopes for her to be as destructive and upsetting as possible to everyone. And Megan proved herself. Now I get the death card, the transformation. Oftentimes with these evil sects, if they are satanic, they would be thought one of the initiations would be that she would have to kill someone, right? So that's what I hear. They have to shed some blood. So usually they find that from what I hear is that before oftentimes like they say all of Hollywood and the musicians that have made the deal with the devil out there, they say that somebody around them dies right around before they become super famous. But I think in Harry and Meghan's case, they're really dwelling on trying to use the power of Princess Diana's death to transform them and transform the country. So I do think there's a definite reason for the harping on Princess Diana and for Harry to be constantly saying, Meghan is just like Princess Diana. Oh, she's just like Princess Diana. Oh, I tell everyone she reminds me of my mother so much. I mean, it's constant repetition and the car crash video and the doing things with honoring Diana, going to South Africa and posing for pictures. Like, I mean, this obsession they seem to have with Harry's mother, constantly bringing it up again and again and again. I think that they've trained Meghan to think that she's, you know, carrying. They want Meghan to take the power of Princess Diana. They're trying to magical spiritual realm. So I do see that going on here because the death here could refer to, Megan and the maybe she didn't kill someone for initiation. Maybe she did some kind of ritual to try to get the power of Princess Diana's death somehow, whatever that power is that they may get from the death of someone. But Harry and Meghan have been since day one constantly harping on his mother, and even that alleged near catastrophic car chase in New York that didn't happen. They brought up again, just like Diana, and they even had the mayor of New York, the corrupt communist piece of crap that he is. They had him come out and say, "Well, we all know what happened to Harry's mother. It would be horrible if this happened." So, I mean, it's like again and again and again, right? I mean, so there is a connection here to the Obamas bringing in Meghan and using her to harp on the unhappiness of Princess Diana and Harry and manipulating him with that as well and using it as a power source to be as destructive with the transformation they want with the New World Order at the same time. So, what were their expectations of Harry and Meghan? The New World Order. The New World Order. Yes, I'm getting globalist card here. Very high expectations for Harry and Meghan because they are supposed to transform the world and to, like Megan said, hit the ground running and make the monarchy more progressive. And she wanted everything to change according to what her notions, or I should say, her and her globalist notions. And royal family, the Queen, did not go along with it, and it caused a lot of uproar there. Continues to this day. So very high expectations, though, on the global stage because they want a global couple here. Of course, if you're going to bring in a new world order, you're going to want a global couple and one that is recognized and watched around the world, to have an influence around the world, to get that public eye, the power of the public eye watching what you do. And of course, a royal is perfect for that because they are on the global stage. Much more than an actor or actress who's only as good as their last movie or film. That Harry and Meghan would constantly be putting themselves up out there and be a constant influence for the world transformation. So okay, so yeah, not good, not good. None of these cards are happy. They are all about power and transformation and being as destructive. And of course, mental health is always messing around with people's mental health, but at the same time claiming that they're helping mental health, right? That's what they're all about. Destroying people's lives and then pretending we're here for your mental health. Just give your data to Harry and Meghan and better up and arch well. Anyways, Why now? Meghan ran to meet Michelle Obama right after she became a duchess in 2018. It was a big secret meeting, wasn't publicized, no pictures. Why didn't Michelle Obama pose for pictures with Meghan after she became a duchess? And I get, oh, reversed here, power reversed. That's the emperor reversed. So she didn't want Michelle Obama. Now Michelle Obama did give Meghan a lot of advice. Distinctly remember, and you could look it up, that uh, there was all over the news. Michelle Obama was communicating with Harry and Meghan via news stories. And at one point, there was one point where Michelle Obama told Meghan, slow down. So Michelle Obama tells Meghan, slow down. And in the context of what was going on, it didn't really make any sense. It's like, what do you mean slow down? Slow down from what? She didn't seem to be rushing anywhere, right? So it was a cryptic kind of message, and it was one like, what is going on here, right? And I'm getting that Michelle Obama and, of course, the Obamas were the political power, and of course, there's still the political power behind the throne, secretive here. I get secretively here. So I get that Michelle Obama and the Clintons, now don't forget, Hillary Clinton visited Meghan secretively at Frogmore, right? So there's all these secretive meetings, obviously politics. Meghan wants to be a politician. She wants to be president. She wants to take Feinstein's seat. I mean, she's still constantly trying to get in there. But the Obamas like to work secretively. Like Obama said himself, he'd prefer to be in the basement and be giving orders from his basement, right? They like behind. So Harry and Meghan, the Obamas have been behind the scenes, and with the power here and dictating things, the government and whatnot, and the New World Order agenda and their power, and they wanted to keep it secret. They don't want people to know how much of an influence they've been, so that's why they refuse to pose for pictures with them, even though they're very much into their day to day, basically. And I mean, how did Harry get hooked up with this whole censorship complex, right? I mean, the Obamas and the Bidens let him in, right? So the Obamas have been behind everything, the destruction of the government. I can also see that as well, that the Obamas are too busy destroying this country and freedoms around the world, bringing the New World Order, that uh, they didn't want to show that they were advising Harry and Meghan and everything and getting them connected and everything. Because you notice Harry and Meghan haven't been visiting the Bidens at the White House either or anything, but you can see that they're very intertwined in government um, businesses there, with the Aspen Institute and the whole censorship and other things, the Invictus Games and whatnot, having Buttigieg go to the Invictus Games in what was it, Netherlands. So there's gonna be another one next month in Germany. So we'll see if there's part of the Biden regime showing up there as well. So they're very interconnected with the government entities, quite clear. The way they've been able to get people deplatformed and whatnot. Even Christopher Boozy, who's worked for Lisa Page, and I believe he worked for Buttigieg too. He's very intertwined with the government as well. Just saying, a lot of connections there, and I think this confirms it. I do think Michelle Obama did have a hand in this, and not only getting Harry and Meghan together. I think the Obamas are helped to transform Meghan into being what they wanted, the spy, the destructive person to be with Harry. This Queen of Wands reversed here, this nasty, brainwashed, nasty woman. They helped create, Meghan to be as horrendous as she's become. I mean, she was pretty bad to begin with, but they obviously got that under control and made her part of their. I mean, they must have promised her to be president, like, Meghan, do what we tell you with Harry, and we'll make you president. Because Meghan's awfully confident that she wants to run for president. And you could say, yeah, she's crazy, delusional, but she's best friends with the Obamas. And look who's president now. We don't put a stop to this corruption and the globalists. Globalists do whatever they want. They put whoever they want in, apparently. So what were the Obamas afraid of or not want with Harry and Meghan as a team? Oh, Ace of Swords. Well, they certainly didn't want the truth getting out or freedom of speech. I mean, this is sword. This is air, as in the truth, as in victory, as in um, being honest. So of course, it's the exact opposite of what Harry and Meghan are doing. They want to make sure you don't find out the truth. They want to hide and obscure the truth from you. And if you find out anything that's true, you're a conspiracy theorist, right? Oh, yeah, so they definitely don't want they certainly don't want the truth of their interactions with them and what's really going on. Although for people who watch Harry and Meghan, they know something's going on. They don't need all these shenanigans. What were they hoping for with Harry and Meghan? Uh-huh. Prince of Staves, like Prince of Wands. So princes are like the pages, and they are information, news, media, specifically in the media. So they, of course, wanted Harry and Meghan to be prominent in the news with the publicity and the puff pieces and putting out the nonsense. And I know there's Lulu. She's saying hello. Uh, yeah, so they're Harry and Meghan's job, besides helping them to with the globalist agenda, because they're going to be big media stars, so putting out the puff pieces, the lies in the media, social media, and being a distraction, of course, but also being destructive to information and bringing in the censorship, helping bring that in. So Harry and Meghan's job was to try to make censorship palatable, try to make it popular, convincing young people that, we need to make the internet more safe. Like Harry recently told a group of young people, we need to, stop this bullying online. But we need to make the internet a safe place, and we're going to get these young people together to make it safer, which i.e. means censorship. So Harry and Meghan are there to spread misinformation themselves, and to be try to get the young people to buy their communist BS, and stop the truth from getting out, because of course the Obamas don't like being exposed for what they've done and who they are. So how do the Obamas see Harry and Meghan? How do they see them? And I get 12, which is sacrifice. So they are uh, very important to them. I get a major arcana here, and they are seen as someone, who could be sacrificed, I guess. They're important if they do their job right, but otherwise, they are going to have a car accident. They are going to run. They're going to be driving into a tunnel. Let's just say, because you're dealing with Hillary and the Obamas. You know what I mean? So they are important as long as they do their job correctly, and they don't get caught, and they don't do something stupid, and they don't, omerta, keep their mouth shut, right? Or else that'll be it. So yeah, they are important to their agenda. Their plot here. So how's it going in the long term? I get Six of Pentacles. So lots of money to be made. Now, of course, it's another coincidence is that you noticed Harry and Meghan do everything the Obamas do, right? The Obamas do Spotify, Harry and Meghan gonna do Spotify. The Obamas do Netflix, Harry and Meghan have to do Netflix. Michelle Obama was gonna make a cartoon about a young girl. Meghan wants to make a cartoon about a young girl named Pearl or something. So they do everything the Obamas do, and the same. And they're in the same talent agency as well, to offering giving speeches, the same platform. So there's a lot of the Obamas have been and continue to um, make deals, make money with them, and of course you can see it as a lot of money laundering going on. Megan has how many companies in Delaware, so they're getting a lot of help, and a lot of money exchanging hands here, of course, with the globalists. So Harry and Meghan never have to worry about money. I don't all this crap they talk about losing out on money and having money troubles. They're not having any troubles. They're with the globalists. They got plenty of money, and they always will. So yeah, I'm going with a yes, I think. And Lulu agrees. You agree too, don't you, Lulu? I think Michelle Obama did have a hand in this. Her and uh, you know, Barack, they're all part of the same cabal, the cabal of destructive forces of the New World Order. So I'm going with a yes. So it's interesting in the book about this card. I want to look it up. Kuan Yin, who's what they use here for the sacrifice or hangman card, is a goddess of sacrifice, as the card says. And what I found interesting is that she sacrificed herself for the greater good, right? So I found it interesting they use that expression, because that's a very communist expression. That's what they always use to bring in tyranny. It's like they want you to submit and do what they tell you for the greater good, right? Just like with the you know whats, right? So of course it's a part of the agenda, and Harry and Meghan are operating under that globalist agenda, transforming. So they are definitely part of the New World Order, which we know with the globalists, and Obamas are the ones that brought Meghan on board. And Meghan looks to be, yeah, first thing I thought, MK Ultra, baby. Perfect person to make everyone miserable and unhappy and take away their happiness. And she's been doing a good job of it, upsetting everyone. And Harry and Meghan working hard to suppress the truth and keep people from sharing it, and sharing their thoughts and opinions, the First Amendment rights, that bonkers First Amendment. They want to brainwash the young people to follow them in their lies and their tyranny that they bring in. And Harry and Meghan, of course, expect to make lots of money from it and have all the money, as they do in all tyrannies, siphoned to the top 1% and leave everybody else with nada. That is what I see here, and I think I also see this as, Meghan, since she is American, she's sacrificing her country for this globalist cause, and so is Harry. They're both sacrificing their own countries and saying, "Screw you." We're having a one world government, and you're a global citizen now. So yeah, so that of course includes getting rid of, royal family, the structure of it, the tradition of it, the patriarchy. Yep, Harry and Meghan are all on board with that, and I think the Obamas were helping that along the way for sure, and probably continue to this day. All right, so that is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye bye.